I have had the pleasure to share my experience of 2 years of public administration, leading public administration reform in Serbia, a reform that really was expected and did succeed to start deep processes, changing, first of all, the public administration procedure, reforming inspections, an overall law that has affected all ways of conducting inspections, wage system, the whole vision of what Serbia's public administration should be like. And in this experience, I must say, one striking lesson that I have taken from there and that I want to share with CEF is the lesson that there are some specific difficulties in reforming administration in countries, successors of former Yugoslavia. This is the country that maybe was expected, or the countries from which most quickest reform was expected, because it was more democratic and it had a market economy, and it looked like the change needed was only small. But it is like with a swimmer who has learned a style wrong. It is much harder to fix that style than to actually start with somebody who is learning to swim from the beginning. There are characteristics of our public administration that make it extremely formal and that actually separate public administration work from political decision-making, leaving political decision-making in the informal sphere, and to affect things through informal channels. That really reduces the capacity of the state and government to work as an integrated whole. I do believe it contributes to the difficulties that the Western Balkan regions has today in catching up with other transition economies that today are not even transition economies anymore, and that the problem is not only the conflict of the 90s. And therefore, I would like to leave behind with CEF the message that the Western Balkan states and their public administration and the way they run government needs special and separate attention, that it should not be always assumed that the same lessons apply to the entire broader region.